hope you've enjoyed seeing less of me as you've seen more of me. If you have, please like, subscribe, and definitely send us a comment to let us know if we are encouraging you on your weight loss journey. Thanks. Hi guys, so as we go into week 10 of my diet and my weigh-in, we thought we would kind of sit down together and kind of do, what does your spouse think of this, or how does he take all this? Kind of a Q&A. So I wrote down a couple questions for him, and then he might just speak his mind as usual. Question number 1, what has been the hardest thing about your wife being on a diet?
Hardest thing. It probably would be our date nights are not your typical date night anymore, because what we used to do was we would go out to eat, go to a movie, something like that. So not only can we not go out to eat with Corona and all the craziness, most of the time we can't even go to the movies either. So that's been very much a challenge for me.
Question number 2, what has the easiest thing been?
The easiest thing, probably the fact that I'm not on a diet.
I'm not making you do it with me.
Right. You're not forcing me into it. Although you're giving some good options, when you've got some. And every once in a while, some of what you're eating actually does look appealing, so I'll grab some of it if you have some extra.
Number 3, what do you think of the food that I've been eating?
I mean, for the most part, it all looks healthy. What do I think of the food you've been eating?
Like, do you think it looks good or looks bad, or like I would never do that in a million years, or?
I would say it looks pretty good. Yeah.
Okay. Number 4, did you know anything about this program before I started it?
Nope. Nope, nothing. No, a lot of this really has been Jennifer has done a lot of research. It was really great that her mom was willing to get on board and help out with this project, with this diet. It definitely has. I've seen how it's made a huge difference for you to be able to keep going with it.
Okay. Number 5, have you had any dieting or health experience personally?
I wouldn't say, other than there's been a couple times when you've attempted different things and you pulled us all in, meaning me and Corbin, and that's very hard for me.
You have never needed to go on a diet or be restricted in your eating for any other health reasons in your life?
Not really. Not a diet per se.
If there was one thing that you could tell me, what would it be? As it relates to all of this.
As it relates to this.
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah. Some things we can't say on camera, so. No, I would say I'm very proud of you. And not only are you're going through this and you're sticking with it, which is an inspiration to me too. There's areas that I'm actually trying to change because I'm inspired by what she's already.
Okay. Do you have any goals for me in my weight loss or health journey?
I honestly have never thought about it. I know it'd definitely be nice for you to get back to what you were when we first got married. That would be nice. But not really.
All right, number 8. How do you think that this is affecting Corbin? Since he can't really say, how do you think this is?
I think it's probably challenging for him to understand. Obviously he's 4 years old. He's self-absorbed, so everything's about him anyway. So he's not worried about what he eats. He just wants to eat something that's yummy. I guess it probably has affected him that we don't have as much sweet stuff. Like, we don't have cookies in the house. Even for him, we don't really have a whole lot of sweets or anything. If something does come, if I bring something home for him, I have to make sure it's out pretty quick, so it's not a temptation.
I've noticed him start to ask for more healthy foods lately. He's always liked vegetables if you gave it to him. He didn't really ask for it, and now he's starting to ask for the healthy food and talks about how, I can't have too much sweets, it'll make my tummy hurt, or those kind of things. He seems like he's more conscious of it, even when it's not him on the diet per se.
He's become more aware. And
okay, number 9, what do you see your role as in supporting me through this?
My role, just that, being supportive. I'm still trying to understand the best ways to be supportive. I feel like the way I'm trying to be supportive the most is simply by not having sweet stuff around. If I have something sweet, I usually I just get a little something that I can eat either while I'm at work, or I just bring it home and eat it right away when Jennifer's not around.
It's basically trying to not get in the way.
Yeah.
Versus saying, ooh, let me make you dinner, or ooh, let me plan something, or ooh, let me know this, what's your meal plan for the week, and let me plan a special thing around it, or planning a time to go walking, or do none of those things. So far you've just been like, let me just stay out of the way.
Yeah, pretty much.
More reactive than proactive to the program.
I guess, that's probably a pretty honest assessment. I'm not a good cook. The only thing I know how to make is from the box macaroni and cheese and a couple other things that would not be on the diet to begin with. So as far as cooking, I'm kind of at a loss. I would really have to sit down and do a lot more research myself, learn how to make some of this stuff, which is not a bad idea.
Yeah. But you could learn how to just do a quick salad.
Yeah. Oh yeah, salad, that I could do. You're right.
Okay. So what do you want others to know about me?
What I want people to know about Jennifer is that she already is a wonderful mom. She's very diligent, hardworking. She's a researcher by nature, and which has probably helped with the program somewhat too. And I'm just inspired by it. I think Jennifer is doing a great job. I think you're being very brave, inviting others along to see your journey. And I hope that a lot of people are very encouraged by what you're doing, should be encouraged. And hopefully it can inspire more people like you guys out there to get in shape, to be healthier, including myself.
Okay, last thing to wrap up. Any last comments or words of encouragement or thoughts for any spouses that have someone special in their life going through this weight loss or health journey?
Yes, definitely. If you're out there and you really have no clue how to be supportive, don't feel like you don't have any way to become a supportive person. It takes a little bit of effort. It is going to mean some sacrifice, because even though you might still be perfectly fine to have a little bit of sweets and things here and there, it's going to make a huge difference in their journey. If you want to see them healthy too, and you should, you do need to find ways to be supportive. Being supportive, specifically with, in this case, with food mostly, is what I'm familiar with. Trying to be compatible with, because there's a whole other dynamic to the whole family being a healthy family as well as the individual.
Yeah, I was about to say, unless there's some extenuating circumstances, more than likely as a family unit, you all are probably not making the healthiest choices and can use improvement somewhere if someone's having to go through a diet or weight loss journey in the family, whether it's husband, wife, kid, whoever. There's a reason that you got that way, and so you need to all work together to solve that problem. And thank you for coming and talking.
Yeah, this was a
and
lot of fun.
sharing a little bit your perspective of things. And we will check back in once I have my weigh in for my 10-week check-in and see how much I've lost and see where I'm at.
Yeah, you get to see a little bit of the more serious side of me, not the goofy, let's go play with Corbin side.
Okay, so it's week 10, and I do have to admit it's been a struggle the last couple weeks with Christmas and New Year's, and I did allow myself a little bit of cheat days, so it has made the cravings worse. It's made me extra hungry because I put some bad stuff in my body. It's been a little bit of a rough time here, but despite that, I've still managed to stay on track and lose some weight. So I'm officially down to 218.4. 218.4. Yay! So that is 24 pounds that I've lost in 10 weeks. I have not been getting the exercise in that I needed to be. With family in from out of town over the holidays, and I just didn't do what I should have done, So even though I've lost some, it hasn't been the healthiest, and it hasn't been mostly fat. It's been some muscle and water weight. So I'm really looking forward to the new year here and getting back on track and really starting to see the weight come off as I get into my regular routine of Corbin going to school, and then I come home and work out and kind of get into that again. So I hope you have enjoyed this one with me and Michael, and have a blessed day.